From the Shack podcast is sponsored by Thermapen. Designed for chefs and loved by home cooks worldwide, Thermapen ensures perfectly cooked food every single time. With its unrivaled speed and accuracy, sleek waterproof design, and a 5-year guarantee, Thermapen is certified to perfect every roast, bake, barbecue and steak. Myself and Dec highly recommend Thermapen as it's the only food thermometer that we use at home as well as when we're cooking at our pop-ups. So cook to temp and not time and enjoy the episode. Hello, welcome everyone to episode 5 of From the Shack. This is an impromptu one in the middle of a working day. Don't tell our gaffers, whatever you do. We're at Sizzlefest on Saturday.
Yeah.
We were at Meatopia last Saturday.
Yeah.
So we're going to do an episode where we talk about both events, I think, together.
Yeah, but it'd be a bit of a rush, wouldn't it, today? So.
Yeah. So what we would like to do, because we have a pre-recorded interview, was the interview with Matthias from Banquet1415.
Yeah, I'm talking about that as well, really.
Yeah.
About the event and how that was, really.
Yeah, so we're going to do that today. We'll stitch in the interview as well at the end.
Yeah.
I'll talk about a little bit about how I found the class, because I went on the class down at Alfresco Chapel, and we'll do a few of the usual things. So notable cooks. Neither of us have been cooking as much.
No, I haven't.
Been crazy,
been cooking. Yeah, the last few weeks I've been in London for quite a while, so I haven't been cooking as much as I would like. I'm going to cook tonight, though.
Yeah. I've we'll talk about more bits.
I'm going to research some Meatopia cooks tonight.
Yeah, I've been dying to do.
I thought you were. Then you texted me on. I thought you were going to do that.
Yeah. And also we've got some comments from Spotify, which I keep saying every episode that I'm going to read out your comments if you comment, and I haven't read any out, so I'm going to do them all today, and I'm going to make sure that I keep up with that and keep my word. So without further ado, shall we jump straight into notable cook?
Notable cooks. Yeah. My notable cook is Nando's Fakeaway.
Really good. The photograph alone was bang on.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, I'm doing quite well on photographs at the moment. Better than reels, actually.
Yeah.
Even though it does my head in, really, because you put all that effort into a reel and then you actually get like sort of more views and stuff on a photo.
That's social media if you're doing it. Like we've had so many conversations about social media in the past, like what works, what doesn't work.
I've got no idea.
Not a clue.
I have no idea. Well, some stuff does better than others. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the time of day or whatever, but no idea.
Yeah.
But Nando's Fakeaway, half chickens.
Yeah.
Been liking me half chickens. Think they look better than a spatchcock.
Yeah, I do. Presentation wise,
really good.
You do. Yeah, you can make.
So I did a bit of peri peri spice on there.
Yeah.
Cooked it till it was about 60 degrees.
Yeah.
At about 180, 200. I'm not, again, with sort of like chickens, spatchcock, half chickens, full chickens, I'm not really that bothered whether I cook it at 150 or even 220. I wouldn't even be that bothered. I'd be just, whatever, just a heat source for me.
Yeah, you're going to end up with a good chicken anyway. You think when you roast the chicken, you've got it on like, what, 160, 170?
Yeah. So I aim for 180, but I'm not really that fussed whether it fluctuates a bit. Yeah. So yeah, 180, straight in there, grilling. I'm not sure if I put a few wood chunks in there. I think I put some of them orange chunks in there.
Right.
I can't remember actually. I'm pretty sure I did put some orange chunks in there.
Yeah.
And then got to about 60 degrees. And then I've been using that jalapenos hot honey.
It's very good.
Yeah, it's really good. So they do a peri peri jalapenos hot honey. So at 60 minutes, every 10, 15 minutes, just painted a little bit on. But again, you've just got to be really careful when you paint it on because otherwise you rub the rub off, basically.
Yeah.
So straight on, took that off, bit of parsley, bit of coriander on there, let that rest. I did some halloumi.
Yep.
Again, towards the end of the cook, I glazed again in that hot honey.
Good idea, yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Did some corn, just again cooked it at the same time. Again, I'd sort of like, it can sort of take a bit of a bit of a long cook, corn, I think. You can roast it even. Yeah. I know we used to wrap it in foil quite a bit, but I just didn't bother. Lobbed it on.
I've started to go a bit more direct with it.
That's
just to get the colour on.
Just lobbed it straight on. Put it towards the outer rim so it's getting the heat source from above and it crisps up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because obviously I was indirect. And yeah, I just did some peri peri chips, like salty peri peri chips, slaw, sweet peppers. Again, just sort of cooked them at the same time. That's it, really.
Proper Nando's Fakeaway.
Proper Nando's Fakeaway, yeah. It was really good.
Everything you'd order from Nando's. And
everything that I would order. Everything I would order from Nando's. And then, obviously took a few pictures of it.
How did because when I seen the photos, you've probably seen them, but if you've not seen them, go and check out Dec's Instagram. But the pictures look really, really, really good. How well did the taste of the hot honey come through? Could you taste it?
Yeah, you can. You've got.
And
It's
that
got
cause the
quite
real
a
dark
nice
colour?
Yeah, it's got a nice sweetness to it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But not too overpowering.
Yeah.
So it's not too overpowering. It's because obviously, again, you've got to remember with a chicken, it's only the skin that gets it. So to be honest, I do want to look into a bit more of getting more flavour through the middle of the bird.
Yeah. Well,
rather than just
you're gonna like slice into.
Not quite sure,
Sure.
to be honest. I'm not quite sure.
Just do that with jerk.
Maybe just brine it maybe a bit more. Maybe do a bit more brining, stuff like that. Maybe just go down that route.
So,
I mean, it was amazing. For me, sometimes I just think with a chicken breast, I want to try and get a bit more flavour through that breast meat.
Yeah.
It doesn't penetrate as much.
I know. Yeah.
But
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That's why I prefer the dark meat on birds. Like I prefer like legs, thighs.
Because there's more surface area for rubs and glazes. There's more surface area. When you're on the breast, you sort of take the whole breast off, and you've got you know sometimes they're really thick. You know, you sort of like 2 or 3 inches of meat that it doesn't penetrate.
Yeah.
So, but it was a nice sort of like you get the top and then underneath it's still flavourful. So I mean, again, once you're cutting it all up on the same board as well, it sort of all mixes in anyway. Yeah. So yeah, no, bang on for me.
It did look really good.
One of my faves, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
one of my faves. What about yourself? Have you cooking?
Well, I've been super busy. I'll probably talk more about it in future episodes. But I've started a new job, as you know.
Yeah.
At Millington Hall Farm. So I started a week before I went away to Cornwall. There was things that I'll talk about. The Cornwall cook I'm going to talk about as a noble cook in another episode because I want to give it a bit of time because it was
time it deserves.
Yeah. So I've not cooked that much. I've been super busy, and I've been basically going through a lot of stuff that I've had in the freezer.
Yeah.
So I had some brisket in the freezer. I had some rib meat in the freezer. So we've had like tacos and like different sort of chilies with things in it. But the thing that I have cooked was I defrosted some of them sirloin steaks. Remember the sirloins we got a while back? So I defrosted a few of them steaks, and I did steak tacos using those, and I'd cut them nice and thick as well. So I just got the monolith just searing hot, fat cap down, started to render that down.
Did them direct?
Did them direct.
Even though they're quite thick?
Did them direct because I thought I'm going to get the fat cap. The fat cap was nice and thick on mine. It's probably about 1/2 inch.
Yeah, bro.
I never did trim any of it off. So I got the fat cap down. That obviously started dripping, and you were getting all like flame kissed and everything like that. Once that fat just started to look like how it started to get that little crispiness and all the bubbles popping around the edge.
Yeah.
I just dropped it down on one side, let it cook. Dropped it down on the other side, let it cook. Temped it. I was slightly under where I wanted to be.
What temp were you aiming for?
I want them like I want them in between medium rare and rare.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
So I would do what, 52?
About 50, but they were only about 42 when they were at the colour that I wanted. So I had like a really low rack, and then I had my top rack on the thing. Just put them up, shut the lid, and then just kept checking it every few minutes till I hit the perfect temp.
That's the beauty of like obviously lid barbecue cooking.
Yeah, because you just
and again with sort of height in these barbecues as well. You know, we were talking the other day. I used the Somerset, didn't I?
Yeah.
My mum's husband's his birthday. I used the Somerset, and we were talking like I couldn't believe how easy to control, because in reality you're just lifting the food up.
Yeah.
That's your control.
You just get your. That's the thing. Like I think you can overthink stuff definitely. Like a live fire, stuff like that, because all you've got to do in reality is get it nice and hot, and then you're controlling how much heat is hitting your protein by where you are in comparison to the actual heat source. But yeah, I put it up on the top shelf, brought it up to like perfect, just below medium rare, took it off, let it rest, rose another couple of degrees, sliced it really thin, and then I had nothing flash, didn't make my own tacos, just flour tacos, put them on the top grill, let them toast a little bit, took them off, and I just put like a bit of everything on there. So there was pickles on there, there was like red onions on there, I did the Carolina mustard on there. I made mixed a load of avocado with mayonnaise, so like a avocado mayonnaise, just for that creaminess on it, because I think you need that.
Avocado's really creamy.
Yeah, but mayonnaise in it as well. It was really good, and it was to get the kids to eat it as well. So one of them just won't eat. One of them loves it. One of them just won't go near it. So I just mixed it with mayonnaise, got it on there, crispy onions as well, like just loads of excessive amounts of toppings. Dead messy when you bit into it. The steak was bang on, really juicy. And it was just one of those cooks. It took, 15 minutes start to finish?
Yeah.
You get everything prepped ahead. You see steaks are ready to go. They're all salted. You know, you've got all your tortillas there. You've got all your pickles there. Yeah, can't fault it. For a midweek cook, when really, in reality, I didn't have the time to do it. lit the barbecue, went and got my stuff ready, come out, got it all ready, on the barbecue, done. I don't do steak tacos a lot because I tend to, if I'm doing steak, I have it as steak sort of thing.
I went through a phase of doing it. Like,
Yeah, I don't do it a lot.
it's quite easy though, isn't it?
Yeah, in the back of my mind,
You
I
get
sort of
really good results for what it is. Isn't it?
yeah. I think it's I do it every now and again, but like I would much prefer, if I had the time, like a nice cooked steak on a plate with some sides.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I had the steaks there. Was just trying to be quick.
We just do it for variety more than anything.
Yeah.
Just so it's not always chicken.
Yeah. And it's easy. You're eating it with your hands.
Yeah.
No knife and fork. I had a couple of them. Anna and the girls had one each. I had two because I'm a greedy pig.
Yeah, I'd have had about 5.
There was still steak left over, so I was still just like mopping up different bits of sauce and stuff. But yeah, I mean, again, just goes to show like that argument about I can't be bothered cooking my barbecue. It takes too long. It's nonsense. Lit the barbecue, 15 minutes, went and prepped, cooked for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, dinner's done.
To be honest, my tea tonight's going to be pretty similar to that. To be honest, I'm going to try and do that similar one of you know, the one at Meatopia with the sort of like Nashville.
Oh yeah.
Like maybe do like buffalo chicken kebabs with blue cheese.
Yeah.
Hispy, blue cheese hispy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
Well, we've got today is Friday. We're recording on the Friday. We're travelling down to Southampton tomorrow. Yeah. But today I've got a long day in work, so I'll be working till about 7, 8 o'clock. The lad who's filling in for me on the overnight grill tomorrow, which is the first event, Reeves BBQ, shout out Reeves BBQ. He's coming up today, so he's arriving about 4. So I'm going to spend a bit of time with him, just talk over everything, how the run of the event goes, make sure he's at ease. But I'm cooking for the crew. The crew have been, if you've been looking at Instagram or on the Facebook page for the big barbecue community cookout event, you'll have seen all the tents have started to go up. Yeah. The crew have just been working their absolute socks off this week, and the weather's not been fantastic. So yeah, I said I'd cook for them today before I go home. So we'll be having a bit of barbecue tonight. A bit of everything. Pork belly, chicken, steaks, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, that was my notable cook. And we're going Sizzle Fest tomorrow. Next week is a lot calmer, so I'll probably get a lot more barbecuing next week.
Yeah, I've got a few days in London, so probably won't get as much cooking as I would like, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, you know, everyone deserves a break, mate. I think we've been pretty hardcore for the last 12 months, posting stuff and cooking and
very much, yeah.
Stuff for this and events.
Pretty much for the last 12 months, I've probably cooked on the barbecue 3-4 times a week, at least. At least.
I made some pasta the other day indoors, and I was in the kitchen. I was thinking, why does this feel weird? Why do I feel out of sorts? I'd not cooked in the kitchen for God knows how long.
No, I can't even remember the last time.
Oh mate, I did enjoy the pasta though, to be fair. So that's our notable cooks.
Yeah.
I think before we jump into anything else, what we'll do is we'll stitch in the interview with Matty now. I had a great time with Matty, and then we'll come back and talk about the event itself. Yeah. So we'll go and jump over to the other video now. Welcome everyone to From the Chat podcast. I have been on Banquet1415's amazing Asado class at Alfresco Chapel today. It's been belting, mate. I've absolutely loved it. Loved it. Learned loads already, and it's kind of come at the right time for me because I'm a big barbecuer, as you know, but live fire this year has kind of been the thing that I'm really sort of getting into. So it was really cool to see a master at work. Wow. And doing it on 3 barbecues at once, mate, it's phenomenal. So yeah, welcome Banquet1415.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to give us a little rundown about yourself?
Yeah. So my name is Matias. I'm originally from Argentina. I've been in the UK for quite a long time now, and 5 years ago, I started this project called Banquet1415, a little food truck. We bought a small trailer, a couple of used barbecues from Facebook Marketplace, started making barbecue on a street food market. As I am from Argentina, we barbecue. It's part of what we do. And then we've been doing that since then, and thankfully growing a bit, getting into cool places, cool street food markets, good festivals, Smoke and Fire, Fume. So yeah, that's who we are, that's what we do.
Yeah, because I remember seeing you guys start to pop up on social media, because I'm in Manchester and you guys are Nottingham based. It didn't really cross paths, but I seen your social media presence started to grow, and like the stuff that you were doing was obviously really eye-catching. And it got a lot of traction, and you're doing really well on social media. Was that a conscious decision to really push social media?
No, it was definitely it. I just started to create content. At the beginning, the social media was just a thing to promote where we're gonna trade, and it was more of like where the business is gonna be. But then I just started to put my face in it a bit more, cooking, sharing a few recipes or a few techniques or things that I like to do. I did a lot of things. I got 2 kids. I run this thing while with the family. We run this as a family. My wife works with me. So we started doing things like day in the life and stuff like that. And last year, mainly, we went from around 2,000 followers. We're nearly at 24 now.
Yeah. That's a rapid growth.
Yeah,
Rapid
we're
growth
quite
on
happy
social
with
media.
it.
Yeah,
it's always ups and downs with social media.
Yeah,
You never know.
yeah.
But
And you've got to be consistent with it. Exactly. But I think when you caught my eye was just before Fume. I started because I started to watch your content. Your content was then put on my For You page or whatever it was all the time. I'm not sure how it works.
Yeah.
But I started to see more and more of it. And then you went to Fume and you did a few of the things with Fume, and you were there because I followed Ruben Rubens and things like that, and a lot of the guys were at Fume. And ever since then you've just been firing off. And then you're at every event, every festival, and it looks like you're absolutely killing it.
Yeah, this year we're doing a lot of festivals, Smoke and Fire. We're doing we didn't do the Manchester one because it clashed with Smoke and Fire.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
But we're doing the big festival. We're doing Cecil Fest. So we're quite happy. Yeah.
It's good. It's really good to see, because there's quite a lot, and not that, I mean, there's room for everyone, which is a nice thing about this community. But there's a lot of people doing similar things, so it's quite nice to see someone doing the live fire stuff and the Asado-style, and the fact that you are actually Argentinian, you actually have a little bit of accreditation behind what you're saying, and we can believe what you're saying. But I've loved this class. This is the first class that you've done.
Yeah, I've never done something like this. I don't like calling it a class because I don't feel I share a lot of knowledge. I think I like to call it an experience. I like people to have an idea of what a Sunday barbecue is in Argentina. We go through the cuts. I explain a little bit of what I use, how I cook it, but it's more of experience of you just enjoying a barbecue with me, really.
Well, I think that comes across as well, and I was a bit like that because obviously I do the classes down at the farm, which are like foundation classes for like general barbecue, and I do an intermediate class, and there's a few more things. But I was a little bit at the beginning like, who am I to tell these guys? Because barbecue is a very personal thing.
Exactly.
Very personal thing, and I know for a fact that how I do certain things in barbecue might not be what somebody else, how they do it, or they might like their fire different, or they might like their steaks cooked different. So it is a very unique and personal things. But I think you nailed that today, considering it was your first one. Confident, very clear in what you were saying. You've shown exactly what you were doing every step of the way, and it was really nice for me to come, because the reason why I came is just to come and see you, because it's like see what you do and see it firsthand. But I like to see how other people do classes. And I took a lot, not just cooking wise, but I took a lot from, even though it was your first class, I thought I like how he's coming across there. It is more relaxed. It's not kind of like, I'm the teacher, you're the student, this is what you should do. It was more like, look, this is how I do it, boom, 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 boom. And I think it just works. I think you absolutely smashed it, mate.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think we ate a lot. There was so much food.
So much food. I'm full up to here. Full up to here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of this chair now. And that's why I was avoiding sitting down.
No, but I think it's, and the fact that I can, there's a lot of cuts that I do that are not very well known in the UK. In fact, the vacío, I asked and nobody have tried it before. So the fact that I can share a few cuts and things that people haven't tried before, I think it's, I enjoy that.
Yeah. What I liked about, because I went to the Alfregoni class where I seen you there a few weeks ago as well, and there are things like the vacío, like cooking beef ribs direct. I've never done that. I've always smoked them, and I love, like, beef ribs are
your thing.
That's my bite, my barbecue bite. If I was to say to anyone, what my favourite bite is this, but when you cook them direct, it's like a different experience.
Yeah, it's a different.
So it means, you can try different things, and that's what I've took away, I think, most, is the fact that it's made me think, well, a lot of the things that I smoke, you did the pork, like the pork collar, just direct, with the very, very, what's the word I want to look for, extravagant, with cheese and the tomato sauce. It was basically a pizza that was a pork base.
Yeah, we call it matambrito la pizza, which is like a pork roast meat, or some people call it secreto.
Yeah.
So we use that as a pizza base.
Yeah.
But again, it's very popular in Argentina. We're quite used to eat it, and here people never tried it before. So
and I think that's one of the things that you're going to have going for you if you do more of these classes, which I hope you do. You're doing things in your classes that nobody else is doing in barbecue classes, which is fantastic.
That's right.
But yeah, so what's lined up? What's in the future for you? Let's start with this year.
Yes.
What you got left going this year? Because we know one thing that me and you are sort of doing. We're going to see in October, which we'll talk about. But then let's say what your plans are for the rest of the year, and then where you want to be in maybe 2 years.
So there's a couple of things happening. First, we got a permanent spot in Nottingham, so we're there Wednesdays to Sundays, every day in Bustler Market. So everyone in the Midlands, welcome to come.
Yeah.
And then, as part of the outdoor or mobile unit, we got Smoke and Fire next week. After that, big festival. Then we got Sizzle Fest, Fume Barbecue Festival, Ludlow Fire, I forgot the name, but Ludlow Food Festival as well.
Yeah.
And then I got I got one more class here.
Yeah.
At the end of August.
Which was due to demand, by the way.
Yes.
Because this one sold out.
Yeah,
like
we just planned to put one in.
Yeah.
And then it sold out within hours, so that's we put another date.
Yeah.
And I think the second date, I think there's like 2 spots left, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to jump in.
If they're still there, get on it, because you won't regret it.
And then I'm running this same class in Leicester, in Birstall.
Yeah.
Which I don't remember the dates,
Yeah.
but I'll put them somewhere.
Yeah, if you tell me, I'll put them in the show notes as well. So, people
so
know,
Leicester there as well. We've got 2 dates there. I'm off to Texas to the Open Fire meetup again. Last year we competed with the Argentine team. We won. That was really exciting.
It's on my bucket list, Texas.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Yeah. So this year I'm doing the same, and that's as far as I can remember for this year.
Yeah, and then October.
And then October, yes. But I don't know if you wanted to say it straight away.
Yeah. So we've already announced it. So we are doing the Big Barbecue Community Cookout at Millington Hall Farm in Cheshire. Really central location for the country, so everybody is welcome. Whether you're north, south, east, west, whatever. We've got people coming over from Ireland, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's a free event. You just have to go on to either Millington Hall Farm's website, or if you go to CheshireBarbecueSchool.org, you pay £10 for a ticket, but it gets reimbursed as soon as you sign in at the gate. And Mateus is doing something pretty special there. You're pretty much rocking up.
Yeah.
You're bringing the tagwoods.
Yeah.
You're just going to be cooking all day. And then I will release more information about this as we iron out the creases. But you're doing what we're sort of calling a creator corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what you're thinking that you want to do there?
So we're gonna have the tagwood there that are. It's pretty good piece of it's really good.
Phenomenal.
You know, it's a great kit. But sometimes not everyone has the possibility to cook in one of those.
Yeah.
So because we're going to have quite a few, I thought of putting one available for any kind of content creators or people that want to do a recipe to put on social media.
Yeah.
So one of the tagwoods is going to be available there.
Yeah.
We also have the guys from Either Hour that are going to send us some meat for people to cook on.
Yeah.
So there's going to be that beef available as well.
Yeah.
So the idea is that content creators can make not only their own video, but also if there want to be some collaborations around people to connect with each other. Hey, let's do this together. And we need to figure out now how long the time limit is going to be to cook and things like that.
Yeah.
But that little creator content corner, I think is going to be fun for people to use.
It's a fantastic idea, and it fits in perfectly with what the event is.
Yeah.
The whole sort of premise behind the event is to get a lot of different people from different areas of the barbecue community in one field together. Yeah. And make things happen, have conversations, relationships might happen and different things like that. So it ties in perfectly with that. And I'm really excited to see what happens with that. So basically, we'll post more about it. We'll iron out the details exactly so it runs smoothly. But if you are interested in coming and cooking on a tagwood and maybe getting some pointers off Mateus to create content for your own accounts, but stuff that we can use on our accounts and the accounts for the event, then you're more than welcome. And we'll probably have to do slots, I reckon.
Yeah, slots.
Some kind of slots, and it'll be first come, first serve.
Yeah, I'm happy as well if people want to contact me, do a collaboration with me. I'll be there all day. Again, Tagwood is helping out with the barbecues. Either we're sending some meat. We also got love logs that are gonna give all the
Well, love logs are there as well,
for
doing
it.
some pizza demos as well, so that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that's this year tied up.
That's
pretty much
this
busy year.
Yeah.
The future for Banquet1415. You're already pretty much smashing it. Is there bigger plans, or are you kind of just sort of seeing how the sort of road plans out?
There's a lot of things opening up. Obviously, this Argentine Asado experience is something that I did now, and I really enjoyed it, and it's something that I like doing. So hopefully that grows a bit. I'd love to go to other places around the country.
Yeah.
I just want to make Argentinian barbecue known in the UK. I have the goal of making vacío a cut that everyone tries in the UK.
Every high street butcher's got vacío on it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's I'm on a what's it called? I'm on a mission.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll grow that and people get to try. I just think it's a great cut.
Yeah.
So yeah, getting that out there. I think it's growing that personal aspect of the business, I would say.
Yeah.
What I would love to. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, I think you're heading in the right direction. Your social media is like really engaging. You come across really well on camera, and is as nice in person. I can attest to that. Bit of a curveball question.
Yeah.
Not taking into account Argentinian barbecue.
Yeah.
If I was to say, what's your favourite sort of typical thing to cook barbecue-wise, not Argentinian?
Not Argentinian.
What would it be, do you think?
I'm enjoying a lot Asian-style barbecue.
Yeah.
Korean. There's a lot of like Filipino things that I really enjoy as well.
Yeah.
And lately, not cooking it because I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
But I've been in touch with some like crazy Jamaican barbecue guys.
Yeah.
Between Rack City Revs, West Midlands, Jerk Centre.
Yeah.
There's a few guys. There's a guys in Nottingham called Yellow Yard that did.
Yeah.
So I've been enjoying learning from that. I'm not good at making them.
Yeah.
Especially because it's based of chicken, and we had a few things about chicken today. You know?
We won't spoil it for the future.
We won't spoil it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think those are the things that I'm enjoying.
I think probably that's a good shout. Especially the Jamaican side. There's a Jamaican guy, Knight's Barbecue it's called, in Manchester, and he's absolutely smashing it as well at the minute. He started out, he worked in a school kitchen, cooking meals for kids.
Wow.
But he's always loved cooking.
Yeah.
He built his own smoker, and he started to do things sort of after school, and it turned into a business. And in the end, they've got like this restaurant now attached to the school and everything. It's great. His story's crazy, but his food's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it. Thank you very much for coming on
No problem.
and having a chat with us. I had an amazing time today, mate. Honestly,
Thank you.
it was fantastic. And whoever comes to the next class, you're in for a treat. But yeah, that's it. Before we go, where can people find you on Instagram and TikTok and things?
Banquet1415.
Same tagline, yeah.
Same tagline on both, on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
So we're trying to grow our TikTok. I feel I'm too old for TikTok.
I'm
I
a bit
struggle,
like that.
but we're trying to get into TikTok as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. So go and check them out. Give them a follow if you're not already. And we'll see you in the next podcast. Cheers, pal. That was if you just watched it.
A few moments later.
And that was the interview with Mateus from Banquet1415. I think I hope his personality comes across well on the interview. I think it did, because he's a really nice guy, really down to earth.
I've just realised I've not even heard it.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah. This will be the first time. This will be the first time you listen
I'll have
to
to
it.
listen back to listen to this.
But yeah, I had a fantastic day. It was a live fire cooking class. He done two. I went to the first one. The second one was last week. I went to the first one, and it was at one of our sponsors, Alfresco Chapel. Steve and Adam hosted him there. And I think it was a really good idea. And I think if they do more stuff like that in the future, I'll definitely be attended. You went to the market as well.
I want to do more anyway.
I think the venue.
Yeah, it's quite
fits for that kind of vibe, like nice little sort of nice little group of people. I think there was 12 people there,
which is a good amount, really.
Yeah, because there's enough people for it to be fun and social.
Yeah, it's not quite intimate.
Yeah, and it's not too many that it kind of gets a bit rowdy or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's still quite an intimate, really good. I just really enjoyed it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I said that on the last one. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was brilliant, and as much as I never wanted to do, I didn't really want to go some of these. I thought, oh, I'm not really.
What am I going to learn?
What am I going to learn? But it wasn't even that. I just really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's
really enjoyed it.
It was really good.
And what was it like, man? What did you start off doing?
So it was good. So I'd been previously, which I mentioned, to the Alfregoni one, which kind of, again, they're both Argentinian-style asado cooking.
Yeah, sort of live fire cooking.
Yeah. So I'd been to that in Banbury. So I was kind of thinking, it's going to be more of the same, and it wasn't. And I think he purposely did that because Matty actually came to, not to attend, to be at the class. He came just to say hello to Al. Yeah, and helped out with different bits and bobs. So I think what he done was really good. Like it was different enough.
Yeah,
He'd done different cuts. He did different things.
Again, he's probably gone there and he's had a look what works or what's not worked or and then he's obviously adapted it to his style and his style of cooking.
Yeah. So we did a chat first, obviously, about Argentinian cooking and how they cook, because it is very different to your typical barbecue, like what we'd consider barbecue. It is mainly, they don't smoke really at all. Everything's direct. Pretty much. But they're still cooking on similar cuts, so the big cuts like beef ribs and things like that. They have a cut called vacío, which is actually 3 different muscles. Whereas we'd probably separate them and cook them or smoke them individually. It's like traditional. They just cook the thing whole, and it feeds a lot of people. So he was cooking vacío. There was like a running joke through the day, even though we cooked chicken on Alfregoni's class, he was saying, like, chicken, that's what Argentinians give to the vegetarians when the vegetarians cook. It was like a running joke, and it was good, it was funny. And so he didn't actually cook any chicken. He cooked a lot of beef and a lot of pork. He did a pork dish, which was kind of, I can't remember what it's, because he had his own names for all the cuts. Yeah. But it was like a really fatty cut. It was, I don't think it was pork belly, but it must have been from around that area, this cut. And what he did was he smoked it direct, like in, keeping an eye on it and turning it, make sure it's crisping up the fat. And then at the end, he put basically like tomato sauce on it, and then like a load of cheese.
So it was almost like a pizza.
So it was like a pizza with a pork base.
I mean, it sounds good.
Do you know what? I was like, is this going to work? And then you taste it, and you're thinking, why would this not work? Like, everything that's in my mouth now is phenomenal, like cheese, fat, pork, tomato sauce, and it was really good, really tasty. He did the beef ribs, which again I'd had previously direct, and I stand by what I said. Very, very nice. If I had to choose smoked or cooked direct, I prefer smoked, but I will be trying and cooking them direct myself just because I want to have a go and do them. And it changes the texture that I was used to. It changes the flavour profile that I was used to. Because when you get smoked ribs, I don't know what it is. It's obviously a roasting thing. Because when you have like roast beef and basically cooking over live fire, you're roasting it. It just tastes like really good roast beef.
Yeah.
Like and the difference I would say is that how juicy it is. So whether cooking it direct over flame, I don't know whether when you cook roast beef in an oven, like the environment, whether it dries it out a little bit more, or if you go past medium with a general, tough. It's tough and it's dry. Whereas they took that past medium,
and it was still
like you bit into it, like juices were like.
You might think that's because it's a beef rib though.
Could be like the fat content. Yeah, could be. But then it's the same with the vacío as well. So the vacío isn't rib. I'm not even sure what muscles that is.
It's like 3, isn't it? But they keep all of the sinew and all of the sort of outside.
The silver skin.
And that seems to be, the way that I've sort of like been told about it is, it basically seems to keep everything in. So it's almost cooking in its own fat because it can't get out.
Yeah. Everything that he cooked was phenomenal. We did the, I always forget the name of it. The
Chorpian.
Chopitan?
Chopitan? Whatever, I don't know, Chorpian, whatever. I'm great at pronouncing things.
I said it the other day, I cooked it the other day as well. It's basically like a starter that they have when they have like barbecue asados in Argentina. And
is it like sausage bun?
Yeah, it's basically like a bread, freshly baked bread normally, but we were using like French stick, and then they put sausage on it. Like we can't get the sausage that they would normally have, but Matty is bringing out his own version of,
what is it like?
Which is
close
to that. Yeah, but then it's like almost like spreadable as well.
The sausage almost.
Yeah, it's a weird texture. So it's not
a cross
andouille.
between andouille and a chorizo.
Yeah, kind of that vibe. So you can sort of not like spread it.
It brings it out. I mean, I'll try and do.
Yeah, he's bringing them out, and they were really, really good. So I would highly recommend trying.
They have
them.
it with chimney, don't they?
Yeah, chimichurri, or the other one which was yellow peppers and tomatoes as well. That's really nice. But it's just, and when you have it, you think it's so simple. Like,
sounds like a great start. That, you know, that's just
honestly
my kind of start. That sausage boy to begin.
How many times do you hear people, and we've said it loads, like, you know, sometimes the simple stuff, like we said about chicken thighs, like the simple stuff is like so good. And I think when you're in barbecue, when you're into live cooking, and you've got all these different barbecues, and you're throwing yourself in, you can get a bit caught up in how you can start doing too much.
Yeah.
And sometimes just like a sausage cooked well on a piece of bread with olive oil and chimichurri and a few onions, and it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That just hits right every single time. Yeah, the class was fantastic. There was loads that we talked about in the interview that you just listened, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. It was really good to get, like you did off Marcus, get different ideas.
Just ideas.
Yeah.
It's ideas, and you know, the ideas and the way that they cook certain things. It wasn't as much about even learning as much. It was just it was more the ideas for me, and it's like, oh yeah, it's a really good idea. Like, oh, how could I could adapt this and do it that way.
Yeah, it makes you think.
It just gets you thinking. That's all. I really did it for it. Just got me so thinking. It's so many different things. Oh well, I could do that, and I could do that, and actually, yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So like little tips and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I didn't know the thing about the live fire. Honestly, I didn't know the thing about the live fire, having to have two fires.
Well,
I never even knew that, really.
There's a thing that he taught. I don't want to say too much because I think you should go in his classes, but they call it the crown. I think I told you about it straight after.
I remember
where obviously you're burning down wood to get your embers. They mix it with charcoal, which just makes sense in our climate as well. And when you've got all the embers and the hot coals, you put in less than you think you would need underneath your protein or whatever you're cooking. And he does it in a circle.
Yeah.
Not like a complete solid circle, like a circle.
Yeah.
And they call it the crown, and that just helps like for an even cook. And a lot of things that they do in Argentina when they're cooking on the bone, they cook 80% of the cook is bone side down. So then not only is the bone protecting the meat from drying out, that's after, if you cook it for like 3-4 hours, after an hour that's hot. So that's penetrating heat as well, and it's cooking it evenly. And there's so many tips. And again, I don't want to say too much because I think
we should go on it.
You should go on the classes and try it out. But I would highly recommend it. I did the fact that probably nobody else would have noticed it on the day. And I just thought that Mateus handled it like a true champ. I know he's used to cooking on big Asado grills, the Tagwoods that he's got, which are phenomenal grills. And he was cooking on the Somersets, which are great grills. It was the double one, but the problem is it's got the arm in the middle because it's two separate.
It's almost two separate
Asado grills.
Yeah.
So he couldn't put the Vacío on that; it wouldn't fit. And then he needed the flamery wing, which he was using for other stuff. So he had to do that on a grill on the egg. And it was just like...
Oh, was he adapted?
Yeah, adapted, which is part of barbecue. And I think he was just fine with the airflow because the Vacío was so big. And I found it impressive on how he adapted and how he made it work, because he realised quite soon on that the egg wasn't going to do him any favours. The Vacío was too big of a cut. Yeah. And he just chopped and changed, moved a few things around.
We've been there. I've been there when I've literally piled so much stuff on there when we were doing when
we had sweaty chickens in my pellet grill.
That was it. We had 20 chickens in the pellet grill, or we had 5 feather blades on the ceramic. And then realising that it's not actually cooking.
Because there's no hot air there.
There's enough airflow.
But that was the problem we had, and that was one of the things that I noticed. And it's like you see things like that and you're like, yeah, he's come across this. It's in a high-pressure environment. It was his first ever class that he taught. And he's got like a load of people watching him. And he just absolutely handled it like a champ. I think he did it that smoothly. No one else probably even picked up on the fact that it was a little bit of a stressful situation, and he just nailed it. The food was really good. And
people need to do it.
I would recommend doing
people.
It. Yeah, get booking. I think he's definitely going to do some more classes, and I actually spoke to him about possibly coming to Millington Hall Farm for next year. I'm booking him in because I know that a lot of people who've been on my classes would get a lot from that and not take a lot away from it. So, yeah, go and check him out. I'll put all the details for all his, if you're not already following, I don't know, you must be, but I'll put all his Insta links and everything else, TikTok in the show notes. So there, that was the class. Fantastic class. Should we have a look at some comments that we've had?
Let's have a look at the comments
on
then.
Spotify that I promised to always read out and never read out. So, from episode 1, Matt says, awesome job. Cheers, Matt. Thank you very much. And then episode 2, and this is from season 1. These are from season 1.
Well then, eh?
Angel De Silva, who's a friend of mine. I know Angel. How you doing? Shout out, Angel. She said the satay chili jam smash burgers sound amazing. Remember we were talking about them in your old office?
Probably, yeah.
And then Liam, our boy Liam, says, great episode, guys. Thanks for the shout out.
Is this his annual shout out?
Yeah.
He's got a shout out in right at the end.
Yeah. And then from episode 9, where we were live at Alfresco Chapel, Gareth says, great episode with some interesting topics and conversation, although I think there might be an issue with the audio quality. It seems to keep skipping intermittently. We noticed that, and I think it was something to do with when we go on the road, our setup is slightly different, and that was the first time we went on the road. I learned quite a lot from that, and I think I actually...
Steve's our resident sound engineer.
Yeah, but I'm not a sound engineer. I'm like the worst sound engineer ever. I think I actually took that episode down, re-edited the audio and put it back on. Yeah. So we're more now into where we are now. Wingfest in Sheffield, Wes the 5th says, last year was an absolute shambles. Giant queues for the bars, barely any variety in wing flavours. All the vendors seem to be doing the same 2 versions, nowhere to sit. They also way oversold the tickets and it was so packed. I'm going to Meetopia Glasgow for the first time this year and have high hopes after listening to your chat on here about the London version. I heard similar things and I think they upped their game for this year. By all accounts, everything that I've seen, it looks like it's going to be pretty good. Meetopia Glasgow, Ryan went to, didn't he? Yeah, Ryan said he enjoyed it, so I hope you enjoyed it. Do let us know, Wes. But yeah, I think events now are having to up the game. I think some events fell into a lull of false security where there's not many events about. We're one of the only barbecue events, like people are going to come regardless. Whereas now, this year, it's blown up. There's so many events.
Definitely.
You can't think like that, so it's a positive thing. Ken says, hey fellas, talking about lamb, which we were talking about in the Fields to Fork episode, we did a pulled lamb slider with minted slaw and mayo. That was pretty good.
Sounds good, that.
That does sound pretty good. Another thing with your mint is to mix it with barbecue sauce. I've done that and it's phenomenal. Yeah,
barbecue sauce.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's mint, that.
It's mint, mate. Mint. I go back there. And then another message from Wes when we were talking about barbecues and monolith and people using AI, and he asked, what's the book you're on about around 1935 with the burgers and sides recipe, and I didn't catch the name of it. Now I did reply to him and told him it was Beefy Boys, so another shout out to the Beefy Boys.
Yeah, do you know what, I haven't done a Beefy Boys burger for a while. I need to get back onto that, because
it's a cracking book.
It's so good.
It's a cracking book.
Definitely.
A week ago, Kenny F says, get my first Kamado today, would love a Texas style barbecue basics chat. The do's and don'ts. I think we can do that.
Yeah,
I think we do that.
We could do that.
Yeah, and I think we could pretty much cover it in...
We could just go through really and sort of talk people through it, because again, all the things cook at different times, so it's understanding what you do at different times, or whether you hot hold or you just literally put everything on at the same time. Again, I'm up for doing a lot of stuff overnight, but I want to make sure I've got a good night's sleep as well. So yeah,
hot hold is key when you're doing like a tray, like of different meats. We came across this very issue when we did the final episode of episode 1, season 1.
Yeah.
And we did the tray at the end of that. So yeah, Kenny, we can do that, no problem. We'll put that in one of our to-dos for like a subtopic.
Yeah, man.
And we'll cover how we do it. Now, again, we're not saying this is how you do it. This is how we do it. Because everyone will have their own little sort of ways. Matt says, give me a shout out. We can talk comp barbecue. I'm still an amateur barbecue slayer. I'm assuming that's your Instagram handle, barbecue slayer, Matt. There's your shout out. And yeah, comp barbecue.
We're interested in that topic anyway.
Yeah.
So it's something that we're all interested in.
We've spoke about doing something for it for 2026.
Yeah, something that we're interested in anyway. So yeah, if you're into comp barbecue, give us a shout.
Yeah, especially if you are, or if you know someone who
come on the show,
who is of the whatever the ruling body is, or ruling bodies.
Yeah.
If you are someone who organises comp barbecue in the UK, give us a shout, because we do want to have a chat about it.
We are interested, definitely.
Steve Lewis says, another great one, guys, and love being a part of this ever-growing community. I find it so friendly and inclusive. Couldn't agree with you more. And yeah, welcome, mate. But yeah, that's how I found it when I joined, and it's just got better and better. And then, excuse me, Wes again. Wes, I've got to doff my cap to you, mate. You kept commenting, and I didn't even read out any of your comments, so thank you. Keep them coming. And he said this 2 weeks ago. Was the phrase you were thinking of, buy once, cry once? Is there any possibility future podcast videos could be edited to show the images you're referring to from Instagram? I don't have any social media, so I can never see them. Loving the pod, by the way. I bought the Beefy Boys book on your recommendation, and it's great. Barbacoa Boat Nest, I think, another fantastic book.
Get the Barbacoa book.
Yes is the answer, and I've been meaning to do it in this season. Yeah, but again, it's not going to happen on this one either, because I'm going to edit this in like half an hour tonight before I get some sleep for an early rise to drive to Southampton. So the answer is yes, I will be posting pictures on the videos. It's just we've been so busy since we started up season 2.
Yeah,
it's just really hard. I've got to find little pockets of 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there to just edit the audio and video and get it out.
Yeah,
but yes is the answer. We will try and do that. And we have got plans to be
Oh, you're an office worker as well.
I know, yeah. Well, I'm busier now. I'm doing more hours than I ever was. I used to be finished at 2 in the afternoon. Yeah, we will do more stuff like that. And going forward, with the production value of the videos and the audio and everything's going to improve. We've got some things in the pipeline. Was there any more? Oh, there is. The Flavoursmith. Shout out Flavoursmith. Check out his rubs. He sent me some stuff. Thanks for the mention, guys. Really appreciate it. I do dehydrate and grind my lemon and limes. Also, all hand blended with a coffee grinder, small batch. Nice. Well, they're very, very good. And you can taste the effort that goes into them. Daniel Swale says, loving the podcast, guys. Keep it up. And he's put in brackets, Cave Dad Food. So that's obviously his handle. Let's see. Some of these, I think I might have missed some. Yeah, I have missed some. Steve from Lewis Bar and Grill, another great episode, guys. Really interesting conversation regarding the rise of backyard barbecue, and a lot of points resonate. Haven't got a clue what I'm doing on TikTok, but almost more followers than Instagram. Yeah, we said the exact same thing.
It's so odd, isn't it? So odd how that.
Yeah, I can't work it out. It's a weird one, but yeah. Well, that's all the comments. Sorry we had to rush through them, but we were catching up on all the ones.
Yeah.
If you comment on Spotify, it really does help us. So I will guarantee that we will read out every comment on Spotify. That's not to say don't message us on Insta. We'll get through as much as we can. But, you know, if they go on Spotify, they're 100% going to get read out. Please give us a rating as well, and follow us on all our other channels on Instagram, TikTok, the podcast, and our personal ones. All the links will be below.
Yeah, man.
And I think one just quick last mention for the Big Barbecue Community Cookout. Tickets are still, all camping and camper van spots have gone.
Yeah.
Tickets are still available for the day. It's at Millington Hall Farm in Cheshire. It's 10 minutes out of Altrincham, so if you can get to Altrincham to stay in a hotel there, you can. It's 10 minutes from Knutsford. It's in a really good location, straight off the M6. Brilliant. All are welcome. It's a free event. You just have to purchase a ticket for £10, but you get a refund when you sign in at the gate. It's just so we can keep track of numbers. Go and check out the event page on Facebook, the Big Barbecue Community Cookout. If you put that in the search bar, you'll find it. You can see the progress shots that are going there, and also some of the names that are going to be there doing demos, and brands that are going to be there as well. We've started to put together a prize pool for the raffle.
Yeah.
That's going to be a mega prize.
Yeah, it's going to be ace.
We were going to do multiple prizes.
We're just going to do one.
I think we're just going to do, someone's going to walk away with an absolute haul.
Yeah, absolute.
Absolute.
Can we in?
Haul. No, we can't. Already I've got some freaking amazing prizes. So, yeah, get on it. You need to be there. You can only enter the raffle if you are in attendance. But that's not the reason for come, hang out with the community. It's a free event.
Yeah.
There will be opportunities to buy food there, but there will be a lot of food just going around. People are coming. Banquet1415 is going to be there. He's just turning up and he's just going to cook food all day and give it out. And he's also going to do a creators corner. So if you are a creator on social media to do with food or barbecue, and you want to jump on his gear and cook with him and cook some stuff, and it, for social media,
that'd be cool.
Or go on his social media, so you'll get a lot of reach from him.
Yeah.
And you can do the same, and obviously tag us and the podcast and the event in it. And that'll be it. But I think that's it for this one. It's been a short and sweet one.
Short and sweet.
I look forward to a more relaxed recording on the next episode, where we will talk about Meatopia and Sizzlefest And keep the comments coming, keep sharing all the stuff, and we'll see you there. If you're at Sizzle Fest on Saturday,
Give us a shout.
we'll have seen you there. Come and say hello.
They've already gone.
Yeah, they've already gone. I've seen you, but I didn't say hello.
Oh, so
But that's it. Yeah, thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next episode.
keep the fires lit.
And the flames burning.
Burning.
Done, mate.